Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to say might be difficult for some of you to hear, but I need you to listen closely because your mindset is the single greatest force shaping your reality. It's either building your success or tearing your dreams apart. Today, I'm going to show you how your mindset might be the very thing standing between you and the life you want, and how you can change it to turn your life around. The thoughts you hold in your mind are not just passing reflections. They are the very building blocks of your reality. When you wake up in the morning, the first thoughts that enter your mind set the tone for the rest of your day. If you start your day with negativity, fear, or doubt, you will unconsciously carry those feelings throughout. On the other hand, if you start your day with positivity, focus, and a sense of purpose, you will move through the day with a higher level of energy and intentionality, making decisions that support your goals and vision. What you think about consistently has a profound impact on the direction of your life. This is because your thoughts directly influence your actions, and your actions create your reality. Imagine if you are constantly thinking about how hard your life is, how much you struggle, or how incapable you are of achieving success. You will naturally begin to act in ways that reinforce these thoughts, perhaps procrastinating, avoiding challenges, or giving up too soon when things get tough. This creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you keep thinking about failure, you will unknowingly create circumstances that lead to failure. You will make decisions that are aligned with your beliefs about what you can or cannot achieve. Conversely, if you consistently think about what's possible, about your potential to grow and achieve, and about the success that you deserve, your actions will align with those beliefs. Your mindset will push you to take inspired action, to learn new skills, to seek opportunities, and to face challenges with confidence instead of fear. The thoughts you choose to nurture will guide your actions, and the actions you take will lead you closer to your desired future. Your mindset is like a filter through which you see the world. If you're constantly thinking about what you don't have, what you're missing, or what's wrong with your life, that's all you'll see. You'll filter out the opportunities, the possibilities, and the blessings that are available to you right now. Your mind will focus on the scarcity in your life, reinforcing the belief that you're not good enough, not deserving enough, or not capable enough. As a result, you may pass up opportunities because you don't believe they're for you, or you might miss chances to improve yourself because you're too focused on your limitation. On the other hand, when you change your mindset and begin to focus on abundance, on the possibilities rather than the problems, you'll start to see the world in a completely different light. Opportunities that once seemed impossible or out of reach will appear within your grasp. Your mind will start to look for solutions rather than problems. Instead of dwelling on what you don't have, you'll start focusing on what you can create, what you can learn, and how you can grow. The shift in your mindset will open up new possibilities, new ways of thinking, and new paths to success. The power of your thoughts doesn't just affect your own actions. It also impacts how others perceive you. Have you ever met someone who exudes confidence, positivity, and self-assurance? Their energy is contagious. People are drawn to them because they radiate belief in themselves. That kind of mindset is not born out of luck. It is the result of consistently thinking thoughts that reinforce personal power, self-worth, and success. Similarly, when you have a mindset that is focused on growth, you attract opportunities, mentors, and people who will help you along your journey. Your mindset is magnetic, and it will pull towards you the circumstances, people, and situations that are in alignment with your belief. It's also important to understand that the thoughts you hold shape your emotional state. Your emotions are a reflection of your thoughts. When you're thinking about how difficult life is, you will likely feel frustrated, anxious, or overwhelmed. These emotions then influence your actions, leading to procrastination, avoidance, or indecision. But when you shift your thinking to thoughts of possibility, gratitude, and self-belief, you will feel more energized, optimistic, and motivated. This emotional shift will propel you forward, helping you to take positive action toward your goals. It's not enough to just have positive thoughts occasionally. To truly transform your life, you must make a conscious effort to reprogram your mind to focus on the positive, the abundant, and the possible. This is a daily practice. It requires discipline and consistency. When negative thoughts arise, you must challenge them and replace them with empowering belief. You must choose thoughts that align with the person you want to become, not the person you've been. This may be difficult at first, especially if you've spent years thinking in limiting ways, but with time and practice, you will begin to see a dramatic shift in your life. Ultimately, your thoughts are the foundation of your success. Everything begins in the mind. If you want to change your circumstances, you must first change your thoughts. Your mindset determines the actions you take, the results you get, and the life you live. If you're not happy with where you are, it's time to take a hard look at your thoughts and beliefs. Are they serving you? Are they helping you move toward your goals? If not, it's time to rewrite the script and start thinking like the person you want to become. Your future is waiting, and it begins with the thoughts you choose to think today. Too many people live their lives trapped in a victim mindset, constantly blaming their circumstances, their past, or other people for where they are in life. They look at their struggles and see them as insurmountable obstacles, convincing themselves that they have no control over their outcomes. This mindset keeps them stuck, unable to break free from the chains of their own limiting beliefs. It's a mindset that says this is just the way it is, and there's nothing I can do about it. The truth, however, is that this victim mentality is one of the most powerful forces holding you back from achieving success. The victim mindset is rooted in the belief that your life is governed by external factors, things that are outside of your control. It's the belief that your upbringing, your financial situation, or your environment are the reasons you can't succeed. When you believe you are a victim of your circumstances, you surrender your power to those you allow your life to be dictated by external forces rather than taking full responsibility for your own actions and decisions. This mindset keeps you passive, reactive, and at the mercy of life's challenges rather than proactive, resourceful, and empowered to change your situation. Let me be clear. Life can be difficult. There are real challenges that everyone faces. We all have our own stories, our own struggles, and our own reasons for feeling like the odds are stacked against us. But the key difference between those who stay stuck and those who succeed is not the difficulty of the circumstances, it's how they choose to respond. Those who break free from the victim mindset don't deny the challenges they face, but they refuse to let those challenges define them. They choose to see their struggles as opportunities to grow, to learn, and to overcome. One of the most destructive aspects of the victim mindset is the way it distorts your sense of agency. When you view yourself as a victim, you stop believing that you have the power to change your situation. You start to believe that success is something reserved for other people, people who are luckier, smarter, or more fortunate. You stop seeing yourself as someone capable of achieving greatness, and instead you adopt a passive attitude toward your future. You wait for things to change, for someone to come along and help you, or for a miracle to happen. But here's the harsh truth. The only person who can change your life is you. The moment you take responsibility for your situation and your future, you begin to unlock your true potential. The victim mindset thrives on excuses. It allows you to justify why you can't do something or why it's too difficult. It's easy to point to external factors as reasons why you haven't achieved your goals yet. I don't have enough money. I don't have the right connections. I didn't have the opportunities others had. But these excuses are just that, excuses. The truth is that there are countless stories of people who came from nothing, faced insurmountable odds, and still found a way to succeed. They didn't let their circumstances define them. They defined their circumstances. They didn't make excuses. They made a plan, took action, and pushed through adversity. Escaping the victim mindset starts with changing the way you think about yourself. Instead of seeing yourself as powerless, start seeing yourself as powerful. Recognize that no matter where you come from or what you've been through, you have the ability to shape your future. Your past doesn't have to determine your future. The choices you make today are what will shape your tomorrow. When you begin to take responsibility for your life, you empower yourself to take action, make better decisions, and create the life you truly desire. It's also important to understand that adopting a victim mindset often leads to a cycle of negativity and stagnation. When you see yourself as a victim, you start to believe that nothing good can happen to you, and that belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You stop looking for opportunities because you've convinced yourself that there are none. You stop trying because you've already decided that failure is inevitable. And because you stop taking action, you remain stuck in the same place, reinforcing the belief that you're powerless to change. This is the vicious cycle of the victim mindset, and it can be incredibly hard to break without a conscious effort to change the way you think. The good news is that you have the power to break free from this cycle. The moment you make the decision to stop being a victim, you begin to take control of your life. You start to see yourself as the hero of your own story, and you begin to take the necessary steps to move forward. You stop waiting for someone else to change your circumstances and start creating your own opportunities. You embrace challenges as opportunities to grow rather than obstacles to your success. Taking responsibility for your life doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything that has gone wrong in the past. It means acknowledging that while you may not have control over everything that has happened to you, you do have control over how you respond to those events. You have the power to choose your actions, your attitude, and your future. When you stop blaming the world for your problems, you can finally begin to focus on solutions and take proactive steps toward your goals. The victim mindset is a trap, but it's a trap that you can escape. The key is to recognize that you have the power to change your life at any moment. The first step is to take responsibility for your thoughts, actions, and choices. Once you do that, you will find that the world begins to open up to you in ways you never imagined. The victim mentality has no place in the life of someone who is determined to succeed. So let go of the excuses, embrace your power, and start creating the life you deserve. Your mindset is the most influential factor in determining the actions you take, and those actions ultimately create your results. You can think of your mindset as the lens through which you see the world. It shapes how you perceive challenges, opportunities, and even your own potential. When your mindset is aligned with success, it drives you to take actions that move you closer to your goals. Conversely, a limited mindset will result in actions that keep you stuck or even take you further away from what you desire. If you truly want to change your life, you must first change the way you think, because your thoughts dictate your behavior and your behavior determines your outcomes. Let's break this down. Everything begins with your mindset. It's the foundation of every decision you make, every risk you take, and every opportunity you seize. For example, when you face a challenge, the way you view that challenge determines how you respond. If your mindset is one of scarcity, you might see a challenge as an insurmountable obstacle, something that proves you're not good enough or capable of succeeding. But if your mindset is one of abundance, you'll view the challenge as an opportunity for growth, a chance to prove your resilience, and an opportunity to learn something new. The mindset you adopt will directly influence your attitude toward the challenge and, in turn, how you approach solving it. Mindset is also directly tied to your level of belief. If you don't believe that you can succeed, you'll likely avoid taking the necessary actions that would lead to success. You'll hesitate, second guess yourself, or even give up before you truly get started. This belief, or lack thereof, guides everything you do. However, when you cultivate a mindset of self-belief, when you believe in your ability to learn, grow, and adapt, you become much more likely to take action, even in the face of uncertainty. The key here is understanding that belief isn't something that magically appears. It's something you build over time by taking small, consistent steps that prove to yourself that you are capable. Each time you take action, you strengthen your belief in your own potential, which creates a positive feedback loop where belief leads to action and action reinforces belief. The actions you take are the direct result of your mindset, but those actions also have a compounding effect. The more you take the right actions, the more momentum you build toward your desired outcomes. It's not about waiting for the perfect time to act. It's about taking consistent, deliberate steps every day. Even small actions can lead to massive results over time, but only if they are aligned with a mindset that drives you toward progress. You could spend years waiting for the right moment to make a move, but without taking action, nothing will change. The power of mindset lies in how it compels you to take action, even when it feels uncomfortable or uncertain. It's about being willing to take imperfect steps, learning along the way, and making adjustments as you go. If your mindset is rooted in a belief that you can grow, that you can improve, and that you can learn from your mistakes, you'll begin to take more calculated risks, step out of your comfort zone, and actively pursue opportunities that will take you closer to your goals. A growth mindset allows you to embrace failure as part of the journey, understanding that each failure is an opportunity to learn and improve. But if your mindset is fixed, if you believe that your abilities are limited and that failure is something to avoid at all costs, you'll take fewer risks, avoid challenges, and miss out on the opportunities that could change your life. The difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset is stark. A growth mindset is open to new possibilities and is fueled by the belief that you are always evolving. This mindset helps you to see setbacks as temporary and solvable rather than permanent failures. On the other hand, a fixed mindset is rooted in the belief that your talents and intelligence are fixed traits that can't be developed. This mindset keeps you stuck in place, afraid to try new things for fear of failure. When you operate from a growth mindset, you become more resilient, more resourceful, and more capable of facing challenges head on. When you operate from a fixed mindset, you limit your potential and inadvertently create a self-imposed ceiling on your success. The results you get in life are a direct reflection of your actions, and those actions stem from your mindset. If you want to achieve greater success, greater happiness, or greater fulfillment, you have to adjust your mindset to align with those desires. If you're constantly thinking about what you can't do, what you lack, or what's holding you back, you will take actions that reinforce those limitations. But if you start thinking about what is possible, what you can create, and the opportunities at your fingertips, you will begin to take actions that move you closer to your goals. This shift in mindset doesn't happen overnight, but with consistency, it becomes second nature. In the same way that a builder lays the foundation for a house before building the walls and roof, your mindset is the foundation upon which all of your actions are built. If the foundation is weak or flawed, the structure won't stand. If the foundation is strong and aligned with your purpose, your actions will be strong and purposeful as well, supporting the creation of the life you desire. To change your results, you must first change the way you think. The more aligned your mindset is with success, growth, and possibility, the more aligned your actions will be. And when your actions are aligned with your goals, success is inevitable. Your mindset creates your actions, and your actions create your results. Change your mindset and you will change your actions. Change your actions and you will change your life. It all starts in the mind. If you want to see real transformation in your life, you must begin by transforming the way you think. Your thoughts are the driving force behind everything you do. So take control of your mindset, take control of your actions, and take control of your results. The life you have right now is a reflection of the mindset you've been operating with. If you're not happy with your current situation, it's time to change the way you think. Start thinking like the person you need to become. Start believing you are worthy of success. Your mindset is the most powerful tool you have, but only if you learn how to use it properly. So choose to take control of your thoughts. Choose to let go of the victim mentality and choose to act in alignment with your goals. Your mindset isn't just a part of your life, it is your life. If you change your mindset, you change everything. The choice is yours.